The other candidate in this race, you know her name, Crooked Hillary Clinton. And believe me, folks, she is crooked. Has a much different view. She recently said of the VA scandal that it's not as widespread as it's been purported to be. We know how she takes care of the veterans. Just look at her invasion of Libya and her handling of Benghazi, a disaster. Or look at her emails, which put America's entire national security at risk.
Donald Trump speaking at the VFW National Convention earlier today in North Carolina. Joining us now is the chairman of the American Conservative Union, Matt Schlapp, Fox News contributor, his wonderful wife Mercedes, and Fox News contributor Leslie Marshall. Yeah, it's institutionalized corruption, Matt. It's so bad that there were bonuses given to top officials at the VA for keeping two separate lists. One is when people actually requested help, and two was when they actually got it, and the phony list that's, oh, we gave them help within 2 days. Meanwhile, people were dying.
Yeah, I mean, this plays into this whole what's going on in the country, which is they want to try someone new. This idea of putting a politician back in charge in Washington when we have all these serious problems, it's not just what's happening overseas with these brave men and women who protect us. When they come home, we treat them so shabbily. I think all of these scandals are a shame. I hate to see that they happen, but the idea that you bring in an outside guy who's run a bunch of things well to actually shake things up at the VA, I think it helps Trump.
What do you think of the difference between the two conventions so far, Mercedes? 'Cause, I mean, this is the chaos, confusion, corruption convention to me. And
well, the difference is that the Republicans really had it all out in the open to a certain extent. You can definitely see the tension in the room. But by the end, for the most part, especially after that pivotal moment of Ted Cruz and the booing, there was a sense that we're going to rally around Trump. Even the Texas delegates went after Cruz and said, you know, we stood by you, now we want you to stand by our nominee. With that being said, the stars are here. There's a lot of celebrities. Obviously, they brought out their progressives, their lineup yesterday. I thought Michelle Obama actually had a very strong speech.
yeah, for somebody, you know, lecturing us about not saying, anyone who tells you that America, we need to make it great again, I'm thinking, yeah, you said for the first time in my adult life, I'm proud of my country.
But they're more excited, I think, the Democrats are more excited about the Obamas than they are about the Clintons. It's almost like the less you see of the Clintons, the better.
That's well said. I agree. You
Well,
want to respond to that?
So we had Bill Clinton there for almost an hour. We had Hillary Clinton.
Was it an hour, Leslie? I thought it went on for several hours.
Yeah.
Actually, at 48 minutes, I was like, okay, it's time to wrap up. I'll admit. Okay, you know, when you give a speech, you just feel it. It's time to end. But last night, something I was encouraged by, as somebody who supports Hillary Clinton and wants my party to unite, is that people that were holding up Bernie signs were then holding up signs that said, I'm with her. And even though we see a lot of protest, mark my words, and you got this on
You're
tape.
living in fantasy land.
They are not taking off those Bernie
Oh,
shirts.
no.
Are you gonna cry?
They're not leaving.
In November, you know,
Bernie
or bust.
in November, the Democrats will rally around Hillary. The Republicans will rally
Hillary
around Trump.
cannot take on his revolution.
Let me speak to
She will not be that brand.
Trump is not going to. Somebody who doesn't.
Then they will.
Who is
they
so
won't go
far
and
to
vote.
the right? They're
They
to the
won't go.
left of her.
The Bernie supporters then won't.
Let me
vote.
speak to this. This is something really clear, Sean, which is for 20 years, Hillary and Bill Clinton have been at the very center of Democratic politics. They know her well. They've shaken her hand. They've gotten photos with her, and they have a big problem with her. Trump has a problem with Republicans, but they don't know him. They're getting to know him. Every day that passes, he's getting more and more cohesive.
She can't
with his people.
improve.
She can't improve. All she can do is go down.
Oh,
And even tonight, that was pretty flat in there,
By the
Leslie.
way,
Nothing like
Bernie.
Michelle Obama.
Bernie.
Nothing like
Bernie.
Michelle Obama.
Nothing.
What do you think? I mean, they're chanting Bernie at the start of the convention. Hell no, DNC, we won't vote for Hillary.
Wait a minute. Maybe the reason you didn't have as many people chanting that last week in Cleveland was because there were so many people, so many Republicans that weren't even in Cleveland.
Did you see what
to
Bernie
support
spoke
their
at lunch
Republican
yesterday? And he said, we've got to support Hillary. Boo.
How about during the prayer?
Wait.
During the prayer, they
Yeah,
mentioned
exactly.
Hillary and there's booze. By the way, all these VIPs that weren't at the GOP convention, especially the elected officials, Trump doesn't need them. He's running against them.
Oh, and
that's why they're mad at him.
By the way, Hillary has 9 out of 10 in some polls, 4 out of 5 in some polls Bernie supporters. Yes, it would be nice to have 100%, but I take 9 out of 10.
They walked out of this hall tonight.
4 out of 5, that's 20% to Trump. And
I'll
if I'm
take it.
Donald Trump, I'll take the
A
20%.
Bernie supporter who's staunch
Although
about
I
climate
just took your
change-
number and I ran with it.
No,
I'm just
hear
still
you.
trying
I'm
to
not
figure
ignoring-
out what change maker means. Is
Yes.
it this
What's
rain
change
maker?
maker?
Now it's the change maker. I mean, it's the most focused phrase I've heard in a long time.
Yeah, that's probably all right. Last word to the liberal. Go ahead.
Come on, Leslie,
Come on,
go for
Leslie.
it.
I think that we saw the party unite last night, even unite more. And in November, I hope you all can have this panel again.
Bernie.
When
All
you
right.
guys buy me
All
a
right,
drink.
we got to go.
my
That's all the time we have left this evening. As always, thank you for being with us. We'll be back tomorrow night, broadcasting again right here. I get combat pay for this job in Philadelphia. Thanks for being with us. Have a great night.